So, just be aware of the those things about to kick off. And anything is for 2023. So, time difference in America. Do you know the spiritual awakening is here? Very much a demonic side of life. Saturday, it is 23rd. I'm saying it is. No, a lot of drunk idiots. I can hear them now. Right, be careful when you're out and about because the beloved situations may or may not be happening. Right, watch for the symbolisms because the soul catching is real. The effects of 5G, the brain interface, Planet X, and comets. Well, I was just watching Against the Grain. Very much important. Well, I was just watching. Oh, that's a miracle, very clear, isn't it? Because they have to attack. I was listening to some Celtic music just now. The non-human entities live amongst us, and God is bringing all things together. The Lord of Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father, all these saints in us, you know. Do you know what? I don't give a monkeys what people do, but when they use advanced technology on Twitter already, right? On Twitter already, they're pushing the AI. What's there to celebrate? You need to be prepared for your soul and your spirit. In essence, together best you can. Anarchy, time travel, space, my labs. Anarchy, time travel, space, my labs. That's the first time it's that clear. So, New Year's Eve service. Wow, I'll just play this in the background. I can't put certain things on.
Bad language apparently now. Stupid idiot. We are multi, maybe. And honestly, we still have, oh, it's all good fun. So we're doing quite well with numbers. 51 on the ones I can count. That's the ones I can count. I can't count the other ones because they're not possible to be counted. Obviously, Twitch and Twitter and things like that. Yeah. So, oh, chat. There we are. What's that? Wish you a Merry Christmas. 340. What the fuck is?
But I do want to caution everybody that despite the fact that these people are probably trying to do the best. Well, it's New Year's Eve, 2022, December 31st, and I guess I just couldn't let the year go out without making a last day's comments. So a lot of interesting things are going on. Of course, I can't cover all of them. I hope you all are following everyone that I've explained to you that would be worth following. Again, Redacted, The Dive, David Knight, Christopheru, The Duran, just a lot of the Gray Zone also. There's just a lot of them out there. But I do want to caution everybody that despite the fact that these people are probably trying to do the best thing, you still need to look at the other side of the arguments of the presentations, just so that you can balance out and weigh for yourself what.
This new 69 pounds powerful heater can heat any room in seconds without the big electricity costs. Electricity suppliers don't want you to know about this cheap secret. This brilliant invention was created by two British engineers from one of the biggest power supplies in the country. They were tired of seeing people paying for unreasonable heating costs during the winter and high energy costs due to the inflation. So they decided to create a groundbreaking portable heater capable of heating up any room instantly, without the big costs. It's called EcoHeat. Experts agree it's just as effective as the traditional domestic heating or gas heating for hundreds.
What was that? Okay, so that wasn't anything I could do about that one. Body cloning, abuse, horror, body snatching. From Donald Marshall, reptilian satanic cloning program.
It's about those reptilian shapeshifters that David Icke talks about. He's kind of got the story wrong. They're not dimensional at all. They're this dimension. And yeah, they're not spiritual, mystical, or anything. It's pretty sick. But I'll tell you about that in a second. First, I wanted to tell you about the cloning stuff, okay? Now, human cloning, I have to tell you, it's been done since at the end of World War II, okay? I'll tell you how they got it, and the whole shebang, like 33rd degree Freemason knowledge. I'm probably going to die for this somewhere along the lines. It's not good. Okay. Picture this. I'm memory repressed about everything. Couldn't remember anything. I'm still getting side effects from this. I was memory repressed about the cloning stuff until I was 30 years old. They call it the awakening when they give you back the memories. Turns out they had me there since I was 5 years old. Okay, and my family is there, my family members and everything, and they said they're not going to lie on a lie detector test about it. It's pretty big. Like, they were going to kill me, they said. Thing is, the way that this cloning works, okay, there's two different kinds of cloning, and it confuses people. Now, there's replication cloning, where it comes up as a baby, right? You put the cells in and make the same person. Well, there's duplication cloning as well, where they grow you in a big, thick tank filled full of water. And, well, there's a few different grades of cloning. There's Mark 1 to 4 that I know. And the problem I'm having is with the Mark 2. The thing is, Mark 1 was around at the end of the World War II. It cloned, lots of side effects. Anyway, this is even on the net. Before I started blasting on the net about this, somebody said something about the Mark 1 to 4 clones, and the first one being called the warnining. and there's not a lot of parts in it at all. Anyway, Mark II is an REM-driven clone. Okay, now what that means, when you go to sleep, the Illuminati, this is their main form of communication too. They don't call people on the phone. They don't meet at the Bohemian Grove anymore. Since they got cloning, they meet at the cloning station when they go to sleep. Each of them, I don't know how they do it exactly, okay, or else I'd know how to block it. But they can transfer your consciousness into a clone at the cloning station if they have a clone of you. And they used to have to use a tissue sample from you, or I guess they said the cells from a woman's pap smear is really rich in the cells to make one of these duplicate clones. They used to use kids' forceps that were discarded at the hospital that got rid of.
And that is more disgusting.
What happened to me. But now they said they've upgraded the technology in the last 10 years, so now they only need blood. What they used to do with the tissue, well, they could also, they used to set this little oil drill looking thing over a person's forearm, strapped for a chair. And this drill
Not very pleasant, is it?
things on it that opened up, right? Now it would go in and it spun. These things would open, but when it stopped, the thing was closed, the things would close. It goes in, comes out, in, comes out. And once what it was doing, it has to agitate the tissue, they told me when I was a kid, to a certain degree. I guess, like they said, the easiest way to tell a person in layman's terms about it is, you know, when you pull it off and the white stuff accumulates inside, and eventually it'll form like a scab and new skin and it'll grow over. Well, to get that white stuff to really work good, they agitate the tissue a certain amount of times. Now they just agitate blood from like a blood sample even. And yeah, cloning is very prevalent. It's like a secret thing among the like elite. They use it for their crazy stuff. You name it, they've done it. Like jump off cliffs, everything.
Rumors of wars as well.
I know all about it. The thing was, when I was memory repressed, I was seeing other people becoming unmemory repressed. Like, a bunch of scumbags doing nasty things to each other, right? Like there's privileged ones there, there's underprivileged ones there, and so people are pretty mean on people. And well, I wanted them to do the way you can go to the cops and get the cops on them. Well, the thing is, they are the cops too.
Exactly.
And this is the linchpin in how the Illuminati NWO works, because like most of the leaders from the G20 countries go there, about 14 of the G20 countries, and then there's leaders from countries that don't even fit in the G20 that go there too, right?
Just be prepared for anything.
Cloning, it's really normal. Well, Britney Spears made a video about this place because the thing was to get advertisements to basically sell her clone, use of her clone at the cloning center. So the thing was, she signed up right away thinking, yeah, sure, I'll be famous. Well, the thing is, they wanted to use her every night. Old men stuff. Old men clones on her, and real people on her clones too. So she doesn't have dreams anymore. Oh, they make songs stuck in the dreams, and Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street is based on this. Avatar is based on this too. They do it all the time, communicate this way. But the thing is, cloning is a flawed technology this way, because your mind isn't the same. You're more. It's kind of like, you know, how you got Stephen King, the movie, where they bury it and they come back wet. Well, they're almost as bad as that. And this is only one aspect of what they do. This is the biggest expose on the Illuminati guys ever, what they do secret, right? Because the thing being, how I know is because I acted very loyal to
There's a lot of things going on in Israel
20s,
as well.
right? Well, the thing was, if you don't act compliant there, they will beat the hell out of your clone, and it hurts just like real life, right? And they can turn it up to the pain threshold on a remote control. They have everything down. And people are scared to talk about this because of the lizard aspect and the fact they can just keep cloning you and torturing you and torturing you and torturing you. New body, new body, new body. You need multiple of people. Some people are grown in the tank with deformities, and they just scrap those ones, throw them in the chipper.
They
But
grow
the other ones, they keep them
clones.
for backup bodies until they
Military
wear
mind
them
up
to
to
the first
underground,
one.
but dumbs.
Sex-wise, you know, I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything, but they do a lot of vulgar stuff there. They can also, if they apply a constant electronic current to your clone, you will have an aneurysm. If you're younger, it'll take longer with the electric current, but you will have an aneurysm. And that's what happened with Tequila. She doesn't want to say that though. The thing is, Tila Tequila was threatened not to talk about it. She was helping me for a minute. Are you familiar with Tila Tequila?
I've had her on the show. In fact, I was just discussing her this morning with exposing the Freemasons, and he said that he wanted to meet up with her and compare war stories and stuff like that. So I just introduced her this morning.
Well, Tila has a plan to run a clone center. Yes. Well, she for her Charlotte at Love thing. She doesn't want me to discuss the nefarious deeds that she's done at the conversation, including killing me. And well, I'm not really going to because that's her business, right? But I don't mind discuss the stuff she did to me at a later date, a different show or something. It doesn't really matter right now. I'm trying to stick to the important stuff. But she's there. She's making like hinty little posts about her. She bounces to the fifth dimension. She used to think it was the fifth dimension. Should they tell people this, right? Because you open up your eyes there. You're like, where the hell am I? And you look at your hands. You're like, did you guys kidnap me? That's what most people say. Am I kidnapped or something? How did I get here? Some people are drugged in the dream, or they're in the astral dimension or astral realm. They tell people, right? The spirit realm depends on who you are, where you're from. That's what they tell you, and people just believe it because it's like real, right? Slap them in the face, it hurts, and you don't wake up, so it's not a dream, and man, it's not good. So anyway, I wanted to not attend these clone gatherings, and they were like, we'll bring you here if we want to. I was like, all right, well, I'll tell all on you. And I'm doing it on my Facebook page. I don't have the link up here, but you're on my Facebook page somewhere, I think. So I don't know if you have the link to show people or not, but yeah, I'm telling all about them, what they do there, and there's other stuff. Now, they have these clone parties, okay? And also they get, I'll just tell you flat out, because they showed me, they call it the catalog. They get the school pictures from schools all over North America, and they look at the cutest ones, and they get the medical stuff from them and clone them and use them for sex slaves. Not without the parents' permission, and it doesn't really matter if they had permission or not, right? You know, but this is what they do. I'm just telling you the severity of what they do, right? Like, trust me, I am not a crackpot. Like, and I don't from this. I'm not writing a book or looking to write a book. I'm looking to crush these people. But the problem is they're the richest and most powerful people in the world, and I'm just one person, right? So
you said that they've got a facility. Do you know where that facility is? Is there an address or a building? Or?
Yes. Yeah, well, they're in deep bases, right? Like this Dulce or Dulce base. It has an entire floor devoted to cloning, okay? Now, it also has another floor devoted to gene splicing. You should see some of the stuff I've seen. For rats and all kinds of stuff. They're trying to make weapons for war, and they showed me everything. They thought I was loyal. They started showing me everything. They totally thought I was loyal. Like, my ex-family will not to me now. I said, I'm going to expose this. You guys are going to help me. And they said, we're not going to help you. We'll get killed right along with you. And I said, well, I'm going to do it alone. And they said, don't ask us for help. I said, I'm sending people to you with lie detector tests. Lie on it and go to jail. And then they're looking around as clones saying, we don't want to lie on a lie detector test, right? I said, well, I'm welcoming all lie detector tests, and we're going to line it up. We're going to line it up with these lie detector tests, and it's going to get, everything's going to get proven.
So have you taken a lie detector test yet?
Not Not yet, no.
So this
I haven't had one
time
available. But the thing is, it's so widespread, this the corruption stuff. It's even bigger than what you truthers think that it is. It's they have police and doctors and everything there loyal so that they can have clone sex with like a Britney Spears or an Angelica Jolie or something, and while they're sleeping, because they're like, what are we doing when we're sleeping? It's a big waste of time. We can go there and have lots of fun. So, but it's a terrible, diabolical, nefarious place. I've seen all kinds of stuff. Oh, the Picton murders up in Canada, with that guy that killed all the hookers. That was set up by them. They videotaped all the murders. They used to clone Picton into the place and had him run off into him, and he felt like he was like a celebrity, right? Anyway, he used to smash them with a ball-peen hammer. Now, I'll tell you who was there, and this is how I know everything, okay? When I was 5, they brought me there to be used as what they call a diddle kid, okay? But all I'd do was cry and stuff. So they said, do you have any other kind of use? Do you sing or dance or something? So anyway, when I was 5, to keep them off me, I started singing like original songs there, just right out of the blue. Turns out, the first one, people liked it, and they had a famous person use it, and then they came back for more, and I made more, and other people came back wanting to hear more. There was this kid that was making
cool
songs,
for this.
right, for free, because they never paid.
Almost 12 o'clock.
So anyway, lots of people, famous, high-profile people went there. I'm kind of to say even, well, people that know me know what I'm talking about, but
There you go.
high-profile people,
Why work?
centers, and they wanted to see this kid that was making these
Do not celebrate this new year of the
she started to
Antichrist.
come out and talk about them. She went on her radio blog show.
It's not a happy new year coming.
Children, but the thing is,
It's all
they
man-made.
told her not to do it, not to help me, because they're trying to play me off as a joke, and people will spoof it or make fun and say, oh, they're cloning people, they don't have the technology yet. And the thing was, they threatened her after that radio show. She and the thing was, they threatened her after that radio show. She and the thing was, they threatened her after that radio show. She and the thing was, they threatened her after that radio show. She and the thing was, they threatened her after that radio show. She and
I caught you. Right, we'll play that again, Sam.
How silly trying to celebrate New Year when all this crisis is going on. All synchronised at the same time.
Caught you.
All this naked was
I caught you doing it. Wow.
The
How,
Antichrist is here already.
you won't even believe was that. Oh my gosh, this is so obvious.
So it's now Sunday, the 1st of January 2023.
4 minutes past 12.
Yeah, how much of the gas light's been going to be paid this year?
You wait to upload this video because I had a gut feeling you demonic Satanists would do that right over block 1 to 6. I was you have to trust your gut feeling. You really need to trust your gut feeling in anything we're in now, even more than ever. These fireworks were unlawfully right over the block of 1 to 6 flats, and it's so close. It wasn't from someone's garden because behind block 1 to 6 is only a communal garden, and you can't use it to set up fireworks. But that was done. Wow. Yeah, the Antichrist is kicking away. All right. Now, let me see how much hacking's going on. You hack the computer just at the same time. You can hear all that, couldn't you? How's that be? I was prepared for this. And anything else too from now on. Don't need to actually see it on TV. Right, you go back to I'll upload that later. All you're saying to us, what you doing? What you doing? What you- Oh, it's so funny. Oh, just really pathetic and funny. I needed a good laugh for you know what I mean. Oh, just let this play if it plays out. You wouldn't believe it's right outside. Not in one day, the fire brigade, the department knows that's our health and safety. I've got your evidence, you twats. Absolutely silly. Right, I let it play. We'll let it play.
Right towards my flat.
Pretty colours.
Yeah, they don't care what's done.
I'll come back to the subject in hand shortly.
You know, us unsafe. Right over here. Look. They did it deliberately. Major gaslighting. That's behind the building. Look at that. That's a serious risk of health and safety. Right above the bloody fireworks. Look at that. Don't you think
Got
I'm
my
going to
own
realise
show,
you're going to catch that?
my own personal entertainment. I'm so
You
honoured.
stupid idiots.
Not.
You see how they deliberately
Welcome to the
plan to do that?
Antichrist to all the world.
My neighbour's up in our window witnessing at the top floor.
Welcome to the
You think I wouldn't know that was going to happen?
Oh my God.
Lord Jesus Christ, the Heavenly Father, cast
your
the
demons
demons out.
out.
Look, we're doing it more. Right? They planned that. Look at that. Look at that. Really? It's all on AI cameras in the car park here, East UK. That is not from someone's garden. It's right behind the block of flats here, 1 to 6. They're not tiny. They've done that deliberately, massively. Wow. It's entertainment for you. Entertainment, Antichrist. You can go and actually back where you came from, cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ, the Lord Heavenly Father. You're not having my soul. No hacking my computer right now. Do part 2 if I need to.
Wow. Antichrist talk about that. I'll tell you that now. It's so funny. Oh, I've got it, isn't it? It's so funny.
The school system.
Wow. Well, guys, Just a heads up, I just almost had the building on fire in England. I've got a video of this.
What?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
building is on fire?
They almost set this building on fire just now. I had a gut feeling to stay put. So literally over right where my flat is, I got a video of it, or I'll post it or send the link through later when I work out to do it. And absolutely unbelievable. It was so dangerous. It was literally went over my block next to me. The woman at the top flat, she come over in shock. She leaned out the window, where the hell it all coming from? It was so low, it hit the roof of that block. It was coming toward mine. I'm lower flat, ground floor, thank God. And all the other neighbours, literally from the car park, their fireworks were pointed right close. So it was about 5 inches away practically. The sparks would catch fire, but they wouldn't actually be able to do that because of the type of the design of the roof of the building. I've got the video evidence. This is what I need to hit back at them now. So with the housing, with the fire brigade, and because it isn't a garden behind the block 1 to 6, so the personal smaller type that I got caught, the other smaller type fireworks of people's personal gardens, but this was planned. This was like you see on television, a big display. I had my.
Was that coming from the houses suspected of pubs?
That also, they were smaller. This was right on the corner, literally by my flat, just behind the block next to me. And they planted those fires. You cannot get it that high unless you're very close. And that particular house, they don't have a big enough garden safely to let off fireworks. Wow, you wait to see the video and let you to be the judge. I knew they were
Do you
going.
think there were pubs?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yes, oh yes,
Oh, good. You have it on video. Now you can nail them.
Oh yes, oh yes. So sorry to interrupt your streaming.
Good job.
I don't know. I had a gut feeling. I'm staying put. I'm just chilling out. And then I just had, because this time last year on the 2nd, actually, the perp at number 7 staged a fire in his flat, and I just had a gut feeling there'd be something else this time round, a bit bigger, you know. So there you go, caught it this time, and yeah, I thought, no, I won't watch the film, and I'll just be alert. Anyway, guys. Wow.
Are you going to take it to the police?
I will. This video I will webinar. So bank holiday Monday. So after Tuesday, I will get the information with the chief of fire brigade and the head of health and safety for the local council, and I'll raise this as a major health and safety, public health and safety. Because if those sparks hit anybody in that car park, they've been burnt by now. If anyone's in that car park, could have been anyone. Yeah, but nobody was in there because they all had to tip off, obviously, didn't they? Well, anyway, I'll let you get back to what you're doing, and I'm just having something late to eat, and I'll come in shortly. Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. Cheers. Happy New Year.
And you guys.
Cheers.
Oh, I could do with a drink, but I don't drink. That looks really cool.
Yeah, that's a Jägermeister.
Right, let's go back to cloning. Oh, so pathetic. I've got to find that thing I was watching. Right. I've got to find that thing I was watching.
Bill Maher does his
Right.
Club
I've
Random.
got to
Club
find the
Random.
channel name. Let's go back to it. When my father loved. Here we go. Clothing subject.
And she was pretty scared there. So then she starts talking about she's quantum hopping and going to different dimensions and this and that. Well, the thing was, back when she didn't know that she was cloned, she thought she was going to the 5th dimension. This is what they told her. Okay. Now, for her aneurysm, which was caused by them, I'll tell you right now all about it. You won't hear this from anybody else because they're all scared of dying, but they're not going to kill me because I'll tell you why later, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Anyways, she goes on a video somewhere and says, somebody helps me. They're blasting me to the 5th dimension somehow, and the Queen Elizabeth is there, and she eats people. No, she said the Queen of England is there, and she eats people. And there's lizards there. No, she said demons. Well, some people call them demons. They call themselves demons too. Well, then there's demons there, and they listen to her. Well, nobody listened to her, and they gave her aneurysm there. Well, the thing is, they could have made her die if they wanted to. They just keep the electricity to the clone. They could do it to me like at any time. But I told too many people, and they're all waiting to see if I have an aneurysm now or a heart attack, which it can happen to you. They've done this to so many people. It's remote control execution, like assassination. It's undetectable, right? As long as they have a clone of you, they can kill you like a bang. And they killed Bernie Mac this way with an aneurysm. It's not good. They don't only have to do the electricity. If they keep a constant pain on the clone, like hard enough, like it'll kill you. But intermittent pain will mess up your heart bed. That's what they've done to me. They tortured me there for like a torture spectacle, right? If you look, I should have had it on my miniature tab here. I forgot to. My Facebook profile picture. Okay, just look at it. You're gonna say, okay, something weird is happening here. I'm on a Megadeth album cover, all cut up. It's like a picture of a clone of me, all messed up with a skeleton coming out of my chest and Megadeth up on the top. Well, anyway, it's a close up of my face, and people look at that and they say, "Okay, now I got to look into this." And trust me, I'm telling you, the biggest secrets of the
holy cow! It is your face.
Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, not kind of at all. It is me. I was asking, well, I'll just tell you, Queen Elizabeth got really interested in this magic kid that could make these songs out of thin air. So she had me serenading her because she thinks she's really special. She's pretty insane, by the way, by 5 different ways. She rules this cloning station, basically. Her and Vladimir Putin. All of them are there. Muammar Gaddafi was there. He's not actually dead, by the way. That was a clone of him that died. And all the people around him jostling the camera, the video, the phone video. They were all in on it. He's not dead. That was a clone that they killed. That's why they buried his body in a remote location nobody will ever find because it's a clone. And the cells are different and stuff, I guess. Like they're grown in 5 months in a big glass tank full of like salty water. And just takes 5 months. It's no cost at all. Basically, maintenance. They just got to get tissue from you. Now, Britney Spears, in her video, she said a fantasy of hers was to blow up a cloning station so they couldn't make any more hers, right? So for the video called Break the Ice, she made an animation video of her breaking into a cloning station and breaking the clone tubes, just like that, right? And 2 on 2, like one on top of each other. They have warehouses underground with them growing people, right? And oh man, it's very heavy. There's another aspect to this. It's the lizard part. Now, I'll tell you, the straight skinny on the lizards, okay? Now I got to tell you about Tila now. Tila first, because, well, she was on my wall, and I was like, you're going to help me with this, and she goes on radio, the cloning centers, terrible what you do with the people there, and people don't want to go there, and after that, everything changed, because that night when she went to sleep, I won't say Freddie got her, but pretty much the world leaders put the scare of death bunch of lizards did. Because they know that I want all the lizards dead. And all of the, I'll just say it flat out, all of the lizard parasited hosts as well. I'm going to put this out one because they said the end of the world of it. This is the big ball that could send the world into panic and
yeah, exactly.
and what the 12 and everything is all about. Well, it's about lizards and cloning. And I'll tell you all about it right now. So these people are like over corrupt. I don't know if there's a word for it in the English language. They bring people to the cloning station and enslave them and have the option of allowing them to remember the memory. If they leave you if they leave memory repressed, it will give you symptoms in real life.
This is a trick organ.
It depends on what they do to you as a clone. If they're torturing you, you'll get badly sick. You'll get heart damage. Like my heart's messed up, and I'm only 37. Just turned 37. And yeah, they strap you to a rack and freaking slice you. Around a crowd watching you in this big, well, not big. It's a stadium, and it has a hockey boarded ring, but it's smaller than a normal hockey rink. Celebrities,
David Marshall is this.
Kings and queens from weird countries are all there, sitting in the stands.
You'll find more links.
Weird faces of death scenarios. They made people sword fight. They made me sword fight there. I got all chopped up as a clone. And the thing is, they can have multiple clones of you, right? Now, they got chips in these clones too, so they turn you into the next clone, like within a matter of like 30 seconds. Like deactivate one clone and go over to this one and click it on. And
yeah.
I was
Finish up to the human eye.
You don't have dreams anymore.
The eye hole symbol.
I've made songs for them.
In order to access the brain, take over the body.
Awesome, blah, blah, blah.
Is what to believe. Explanation how. Fascinating to say.
Donald, how do you know that you're the real you?
Scars and clones. Well, these duplication clones can't walk around in public with what they call a hand. They have to be babysat so that they don't bite someone on the face or start a fire in a house. They're like
they take over reptilian as a BRI.
Reminds me of the episode of Family Guy where Stewie clones himself.
Human alien hybrid shape-shifting to reptilian
he creates what's known as bitch Stewie, who's really retarded kind of thing. Is that sort of what we're talking about here?
It could be. They make that cartoon. They make The Simpsons. They make all the movies and stuff. They made the Avatar movie. They own Hollywood, right? So, and they get their ideas. They all discuss stuff at the cloning station like all night. It's pretty boring there because first, once they do the sex, and then they do death stuff to themselves because they can turn. Somehow they have the tech to make the clone not feel any pain. They said it's something to do with
what the visual individuals at home in bed sleep in the REM sleep. Motion says that only certain chosen individuals are allowed to retain waking memory is what occurs at the cloning center. He was allowed to retain his memories when he turned 30 years old.
All kinds of stuff there. There's nothing to do there though once you do all the stuff and the novelty wears off. But then you're not allowed to leave if you want to leave. Well, they only keep you if you're in use for something, well, looking for sex or something, or have some kind of talent or something.
The any reptilians, which are more than one group, prefer to identify species as fits into that instinct.
The world leaders are taking me to the fifth dimension of the astral plane and victimizing and torturing.
Body snatching or hosting.
They killed him. Well, he killed himself, but the thing was, they were torturing the hell out of him. Like Insane Clown Posse had a song made up about him, and I actually.
A lot of people have paid to say why
they made me do it because I didn't want to because I liked Chris Benoit. The thing was, they had his wife and his kid hurting them too. Well, Well, they're not shape-shifting. The thing is, I'm going to tell you what the shape-shift is, and it's really creepy. And this is the thing that they said that could wipe the world. People with riots and stuff. Because the cloning thing, people cloning people's kids, messing them up bad enough, remotely killing people who they don't like, which might happen to me.
Interview. This is with Billy Eastwood.
The lizards.
2013.
Okay, a long time, like since before ancient Egypt and everything.
That's what he had.
The symbol, you know, that eye, the eye of Horus with the squiggly hanging out of it, that has to do with lizards. It's a lizard symbol. It means two things. It's a pro-lizard symbol, and it also means beware here. Okay, there's 3 different kinds of lizards. I'll tell you all about them. They're called vril. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's 1 L or 2 at the end. Vril, V-R-I-L-L or V-R-I-L. Germans were into them at a club with vril things. Anyway, there's like a 1 to 1.5 foot tall one. That's the vril type 1. It's got scales, red scales. There's a type 2, not parasitic, but it's still vicious, nasty, carnivorous. They're all carnivorous. And there's a type 3 that's 8 feet tall that has a real long neck and looks like a gray alien, but it comes from deep underground. Like below deep base deep. Like they need a methane oxygen mix to breathe, and deep underground they got sulfur pools, I guess, that make this stuff. Anyway, they come up underneath the domed bases. The government is complicit with them, basically. Now I have to tell you about the parasitic aspect of the lizards and why the Illuminati and the governments use it. Okay, I'm saying this in a nutshell because it's very important. I want to get it all out on your show. Nobody's going to say this for fear of clone torture, remote control death, or death by lizards 1,000 times until you die by a heart attack or something. But I figured I have to tell people because they're getting me there anyway. Like, they eased up lately asking me not to talk about it anymore, but I'm just going to. Well, the lizards have a thing, okay? They have what's called a proboscis. There's lizards out there today that have a proboscis on their face, okay? These things got it in the middle of their head, okay? And on the top of their head, this is the real type 1 and 2. The type 2 have a proboscis sheath, so it sticks out. The type 1s, for instance, it's like a chocolate chip, it looks like, basically the tip of it. Now, at one point in these things' lives, because they have been lizard species, one point in their life, you slowly wiggle this thing out, eject it, and it goes into somebody's eyeball, okay, another animal. Now, it wiggles in by the sense of taste. They described this to me so, like, when I was like 18 years old there, and told about it different times throughout the years of going there. They can bring you there every single night if they want to, and they did bring me there every night. They laughed at me when I said I was going to tell the world about this. They said, nobody's going to believe me. You won't put it together in a eloquent way. People will think technology isn't that advanced yet with cloning because they just clone the sheep, right? No. They've been cloning people a long time this way. The thing is, the lizard, okay, the thing squiggles in through the eye. It does a spiral around the optic nerve all the way to a certain point, and it's driven there by taste. And they said once it gets there, it has the taste of butterscotch, and then it does a feeling like holding your breath and going outwards. And at the tip of this chocolate chip, it then starts what they call sweating the quill. Now, the spinal cord stuff comes out of the spinal cord, out of the chocolate chip thingy. It's everything that the lizard is. The lizard's whole body is dead. The little lizard thing is dead. And it can't go back in. Can't get back in. It's one way. Once it excretes this stuff, sweats this quill thing, the person's debilitated for an unknown amount of time. I don't know how long. But when they come back, they have to have some recovery time. But when they come back, they are not the person anymore. They are then the lizard. Let me put this to you flatly. The old person's consciousness is gone. The body is absolutely, totally dominated, and the lizard is smarter as a human then, and totally controls everything. Over time, it'll develop a rash, it'll lose hair. The thing is, these things are all over the place, and they mimic human behavior. And in fact, one of their names in the past is mimic. A lot of the people that you hear about in the news that are getting people chopping them up in the basement and eating them and stuff, frying them up, these are what they call parasitic hosts of the lizards. They like to make them. The only thing a drone wants to do is make more, have sex, and torture someone. Like, it's a different kind of mentality. It's hard to explain. When they at the cloning station, when they victimize someone, it gives them a powerful feeling, and it's the nerdy way, that nerdy aspect of it. I've got something over someone, but they do that to the extreme. Oh, and alien abductions. Let me tell you something. They videotape alien abductions. They set up alien abductions with Hollywood makeup and stuff. All of them. I can't say all of them. Some of them might be real for all I know. But I've seen the set. It's a really crappy looking saucer. You just walk up a ramp. You never see the outside of it. But they clone people, right? And then to make them when they're on a slab strapped down. Now someone goes in with a gray mask and the mask is made of chicken skin, okay? Just to give it that aspect of realism, dyed gray chicken skin, so it'll look real. And does it look real? Stretch the mask, right? And they have the mask on. They go in and have sex with the people, and they videotape it and the people's faces to see their reactions and stuff. The government and celebrities doing this to people, because I'll tell you why, how the celebrities got into it. Back in the past, it was a political thing. They bring all the leaders of the countries in together, and they can all chat about stuff and enjoy this, sacrilegious, forbidden place, this cloning thing, and do whatever they can't do in real life. Well, they got real bored with each other because most of them are fat and ugly, all the stuff. So they started bringing celebrities there. This is why JFK died, by the way, and Marilyn Monroe. JFK was going to talk about it at the cloning station. He didn't want to go. She didn't want to go. They had her there. They said, we'll torture you at the cloning station if you talk about it. Anyway, that's like a big thing. That's why he died. Like, man. So anyways, it's not the fifth dimension. It's just the cloning station. And cloning station with your clone pre-injected with drugs. The lizard thing. They just totally take them over. They do it a lot. It used to be, it's a Luciferian thing. They said that these lizards were the sons of Satan or whatever, Lucifer or whatever. They're not though. They're just a species of lizard that survived the extinction of the dinosaurs by being way, way young. I'll just tell you, I know it sounds retarded. The damn things can talk, okay? But they don't have tongue. I'll tell you about their mouths. It takes a while. Basically, they have a blood spike, okay? This is what they call a chupacabra, too. They come up from underground different spots all over the world, right? Like worms out of a rotten apple, different spots, and then they infiltrate the society there. But the drones today have erased, 100 years ago, erased any existence of these real lizards from like Egyptian carvings on walls. They would smash them, right? Or books that had anything in them about them, they would burn them. Because drones don't want to get found out and sent off and killed. Like, this is what I thought FEMA camps were for, rounding up drones, because they're talking about it at the cloning center. This is where they discuss all political, worldly affairs. And they let me sit in, fly on the wall, because they figure nobody's going to ever believe me that they can clone anybody, and everybody there is bored of it. The whole technology, it lost the novelty like 10 years ago, right? So they go there and they talk to Brad Pitt, and let me tell you, all the celebrities, because they bring them there, they tell them, look, you're here, you're going to hang with us. If you don't want to, well, if they cry and make a fuss like Lauryn Hill from the Fugees, make a song about I Get Out and stuff, they let her not go to the cloning station. They don't activate her, let her have normal dreams. The other people, they really roll them to stay. And they say, if you ever talk about it, you're going to die. The reason Britney Spears went pop, do you want to know? Right now? Britney Spears went whack because she watched too many murder videos at the cloning station. Okay, the cloning station is like a small sports venue, like a dog and pony show, right? It's got stands, seat about 400, 450, but there's different cloning stations and different deep underground bases. But all the celebrities go to an above ground one in a wildlife preserve somewhere, and it's just like an oval sports venue with underground stuff where they grow them and store them on racks 5 high, like bunk beds 5 high, stainless steel. So they go there and sit around and do crazy stuff, and they bring me there like they were bringing me there every night. Like, I'll just tell you, it was like a victimization joke. Like, they would torture me basically in many different ways to come up with a song, some kind of a song for someone, some kind of genre of music, anything. And for a while there, they wouldn't stab me or anything. Well, in the clone, I don't have scars on me. It's on the clones at this place, but they usually scrap the body same night anyway because it's so stabbed up. I've been through a lot there, and that's another reason why I want to expose these things. Oh, and also how lizards kill people, right? I've witnessed the head wiki thing go into the eye. They showed me. The thing is, the Illuminati are basically using me, okay, to expose these lizards in an eloquent way, because none of them want to be the first person out so that they'll die. Like Bernie Mac he tried to start a mutiny there, saying, we can't have this, we all got to shut this place down. This place is the devil, he said, and they tortured the shit out of him. Oh, anyway, so back to the lizards, 3 different kinds. The third kind is the smartest, the biggest and the strongest and everything, and they pretty much lord over the other 2. They're different regions, though. They cannibalize on each other underground. Anyway, Queen Elizabeth is really in with these things, okay? Her family has been for a long time. Now, these bloodlines, all that they are super inbred people, okay? What the edicts of Lucifer, like, my family are down with this stuff. That's why I don't talk so much. Inbreeding makes you strong. Pedophilia keeps you young, and lizards gives you good luck or something from the devil and stuff. They used to do this thing, kill your firstborn son, it gives you fortune in life or something. And it's pretty sick. So anyways, stuff is, not true, and they know it. They just keep it going for like some stupid club, like the Devil Club. Ooh, we're cool, we're evil. It's just, they're basically it's a bunch of really rich, fat, old people. They can't get laid, so they enslave people there to perv on them, right? Drug them, make them compliant through fear or drugs, and use them, because they'd have a hard time even paying a prostitute, really. Like, you ever see Kissinger?
As Kissinger said, power is the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Yeah, he's there. Met him as clones. I met a bunch of them as clones. They all wanted to meet the guy that made all these songs, and I don't even want to talk about the songs thing, because some people have said, oh, you just want to be known for making all these songs and stuff. Really, I just want to shut these people down, because everyone else, there's a bunch of celebrities there, and they're scared, like Whitney Houston. They killed Whitney Houston with an aneurysm just recently. And then all the celebrities there said, okay, we're not going to have any more of us get killed this way. What happened with her, she wanted to leave show business entirely, didn't want to sing anymore, no concerts, didn't want to be on TV, and didn't want to attend the cloning station to be used as a sex slave. But in the beginning of her career, she basically sold her soul. That's what they all talk about, selling your soul to the Illuminati. You're selling your soul to be used by old freaks at the cloning center for an aspect slave. Yeah, they do that. You know how they cover up their one eye?
Oh, yeah.
That means 2 things. That means watch out, you don't get the lizard to stick the thing in the eye. Or it means a couple different things to different people. It means you only half see things, and I always figured it was the lizard in the eye thing, because I get introduced.
I've seen so many artists and pictures of them doing the triangle around the eye. You do your thumbs and your index fingers together, and just look through and put your hands together and just look through them like that, and your other fingers sort of look like sun rays coming out, sort of thing. I've seen so many how to do that.
Well, the thing with the pyramid in the eye thing is the symbol is a joke. It's once you know what the pyramid is for, then you know when you're pretty much Illuminati. But I'm going to break the whole thing right now. I'm going to ruin it. You got to look on my page and get the schematics for the pyramid. I explain what it's for. It was basically a vril trap. It's a giant cockroach trap for vrils. Okay, these little vents that went in, they were at an angle. They were lined with smooth limestone, and anything that went in didn't come out because these crab nasties claws. Well, that's what I call them, crab nasties. I've been calling them that my whole life. So these people, you heard about the celebrities selling their souls to the place. So that's what they're doing. They're selling themselves to be used as clones at the cloning center. Now the thing is, after a while, they have kids, and they want to bring their kids there too to induct them into the family, right? They just want perv on them, and they're all too scared to say no. And they do bring their kids there and mess them all up, to keep them memory repressed and just mess with them. And then they do all kinds of stuff with different technologies that they have there. Like I'm trying to, like I know about a bunch of different technologies they have. I wanted to tell everyone about it, but there's not enough time on your show to tell about all of it. So I'm trying to tell about the most important things, the cloning. Oh, and the head chips. I didn't tell you about the head chips, but to the vrils, the 3 different types. The small ones they use to drone people, to host people, because the proboscis on young lizard type 1s, they're small enough to go into an eye and not ruin the eye, right? Because they're supposed to do this to animals with bigger eyeballs, for dinosaurs. So these lizards, it squiggles in, thing takes over total domination, right? Old person dies, and it becomes a totally compliant slave, basically. Does whatever the people want it to do because it's just happy to live life as a human being now, right? It's totally coherent, and it knows its life is dependent on it mimicking human behavior, so it does really well. Even with other animals, it's smart enough to instinctually mimic the animal's behavior, right? It incorporates that animal's brain to, I don't know, it just takes over in the worst way. It's a parasitic lizard. It's nasty. Now, the head chip thing, man, I know this is a lot. Like, I had to explain about all this stuff, my total disclosure and phases, because I didn't want to lump it all out in at one time for people, because it's.
Well, you're afraid they think you were crazy? I mean, it doesn't matter, man. I mean, like, as far as most people are concerned, you know, as soon as you open your mouth, it's insanity. Whereas I don't like to judge people like that after the first word that they say. I like to hear them out. Okay?
Yeah. Well, okay, a bunch of billionaires were scared of dying. They said they were so rich they can make people die. They can start wars. They can do anything in the material world, but once they die, they can't even take it. They're just dead, right? So a bunch of billionaires got together and said, we don't want to die. We want to figure out how to live again as clones, right? Thing is, the clone is just like a negative pop of the person, though. So it's not even like the person living. It's a flawed copy. So the thing is, what they do, they devised a way. I don't know how. The thing used to be as big as a circuit board, like that was not an Illuminati symbol, by the way. It's like
it's about the size of a fist, right?
Yeah, they tested this on a Chinese farmer. They showed me the video clips. Had it sticking out the guy's head and everything. Didn't compensate him, just sent him back home to do something to him. They whittled it down so that the microchip is the size of like just a bit bigger than an apple seed, right? And it can totally, and it's a flawed copy as well, but not as flawed. It can totally hold your mental stuff, right? Everything that you are, basically. But they need babysitters because they go pretty whack sometimes. They're missing stuff. It's flawed. But the thing is, just like those lizards do with the eyeball and squiggling into the head, rich people can put their stuff on a microchip and set this into somebody's head. Basically, body snatch them that way as well. And they keep it secret because, you know, everyone, well, they can do it to clones too, but there's more effects if you put it into a clone's brain. So they basically body snatch people with chips in the head. And the lizard thing, they tried to convince me that, and others, that it was a worldwide takeover thing, that they had already taken over so much that all was lost, better just go along with it. But that's not true. They're a very, very small part of the population, like under 5%. But they drone people, and the drones marry these men, that whoever wants this, and they don't care that it's a lizard consciousness. They just do it, and it's still murdering the other person though, and it's pretty sick. So I have to tell people, and yeah, I'm expecting to be killed, really.
Well, hold on. Can I just get clarification or something? Because you said that they can't kill you, or they won't kill you, or something like that before. Yeah, okay. But now you're saying they probably will. I don't see the connection.
Okay, we'll get to that part. That's the part. But even with the crazy sounding stuff that I've told you already, this is another crazy aspect of it. Okay. The thing is, with all the songs that I made at this place, and they were bringing me back every single night and saying, sing a song, or we're going to torture you. Next night, sing a song, we're going to torture you. Sometimes I couldn't think of anything, and they would just, like, stab me and watch me bleed there. And now they're all watching like it's a bizarre Faces of Death thing. And different people want to know what it's like to stab someone, so they send them to stab me while I'm on drugs so I won't hit them or something. It's like that. It's very sick. And, well, I have to tell you, Queen Elizabeth is there. Stephen Harper, Canadian Prime Minister. Obama is there. Vladimir Putin is there. The Pope is even there. All kinds of heads of different factions of different things. The head of the Mexican drug cartel is there. The mafia in Italy is there. Man, everybody is there. It's like the rich guy's crazy club that'll never get caught. And you have to be real privileged to go there. Well, I don't want to go there, and I'm not privileged there. I'm pretty low on the totem pole there, actually, probably the lowest. So anyway, they'll spread me and never talk about it. Along with divulging stuff on Facebook. They've been bringing me there and threatening me and stuff, and then they asked me not to mention them specifically, what they've done there and stuff. And panicking, really. Trying to deter me with stabbing my clones there, burning the clones and everything. And I'm telling you, it's like real. It's clear as day. It's not like having a dream of drug you. If you're there, you're totally coherent, and you can't pinch yourself and wake up and slap yourself, or people would. I don't know a way to block this consciousness transfer to the clones. Otherwise, it would, like a room or something. I don't know if there is a way to block it. If there is, they haven't told me. But anyway, they're all there, and since I was a kid, after I started making songs when I was about 5, by the time I was hitting about 8 years old, they were saying, I don't even want to say because it's over the top, ridiculous, and I don't want to even endorse this stuff that they say, so that it was possible that I could be the comeback Messiah or the end time to save the world. And I said, no, that's not true. I'm just a guy that's going to expose your lizards and your cloning, and you guys aren't going to bring me here anymore. And they said, well, I got all the info, and they thought that was absolutely bullshit. Okay? For years, I acted below them. I even had to almost give myself Stockholm syndrome to make myself believe that I let them, because my family members were there. So my mother was there even. So, and they can give you sodium pentothal truth serum to see into your clone, to see if you will talk about them. If you're unrepressed memory, and you'll remember all the clone stuff. But once you're unrepressed memory, you always remember everything. They can't keep your memory away from you then when they unrepressed people that are real ironclad loyal. Smarter as a clone when you are unrepressed memory. So they wanted me to be unrepressed memory so I could think of better lyrics for songs because they've given me adrenaline injections there. Like I've never had that in real life. They feel really good, they're adrenaline injections. And I've never done cocaine in real life, but they made me do cocaine there so I could do speed, rappy stuff, because like Busta Rhymes type of stuff. Just can't do that like just off the bat. But that stuff really speeds you up. It actually gave me my phone a heart attack a couple times. But yeah, they're all like, we're so powerful, we're going to get caught doing this. No one's ever going to believe anyone. But that's because everyone else only had half the story. After years of playing friends with them, they told me everything because they wanted me. When I'm there, because the celebrities think that I'm amazing and stuff. They think I'm amazing too, right? I'm not the phone there like that. I put a bunch of references to songs other people have in the past too. Like back in the 80s, this band called Heart made this song called Dreams. These dreams go on when I close when I'm in this type. And talking about the cloning station. But they tell people that other dimensions or astral planes that if they ever go to the police, they'll say, "Oh, we're going to this other dimension," and then that's not true. Right? You want us to police another dimension, right? But it's not another dimension or the astral plane. It's just the cloning station, like the brown something meth.
Okay, and also just interrupt. Slight change the subject. In England, they've got all the Antichrist symbolism in Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, Central London, and they're promoting All One Love. And they had the symbolism on the globe. You had the late Queen image, promoting that with the current King of England's image, and the colours they're using is like a rainbow colours. Get used to seeing the rainbow colours. And others can go into that. I don't cover that on this platform. Yeah, for wanting to the Antichrist a long time ago. How convenient, it's all stopped now. The fireworks. All stopped now. Let's just check the band. Right, now I'm going to go into this, their demonic activities. I could come right in and go and do something now, but I won't. I'm safe put and watching a movie when I'm in this stream shortly. And now it's on day, of course. I'm eating bread, so I don't know what's open. The local shops are arms, are they? Right. Let's see what this. Oh, it's hilarious to see this video. Now I'm gonna look at it. My own fireworks show. Right. To celebrate New Year when all this crisis is going on. All synchronized at the same time. All this nameplate wise going. I knew it could happen. The Antichrist is here already.
So it's now Sunday, the 1st of January 2023, East UK.
Happy birthday to my
How
sister.
much of the gas lights going to be paid this year? I wonder how much they get paid by sending up the same fireworks in the gardens. It's all going on.
It's all synchronised.
Don't need to see it anywhere else. You can see it in your neighbourhood. Look at those colours.
Yeah, got your evidence. The purple neighbours.
Right over this way, look.
Very close to my flat.
Right towards this block of flats. Doing it deliberately. Cause a fire, look. Right towards my flat. Yeah, they don't care what's going to land.
That could have injured somebody if they were outside.
Right over here. Look. They're doing it deliberately. Major gas lighting. That's behind the building.
They timed that right, didn't they? That's dangerous.
Risk a health and safety. Right above the bloody fireworks. Look at that.
My neighbour come out a window.
Don't you think I'm going to realise you're going to catch that? You stupid idiots. You see how they deliberately plan to do that?
Wow. This is going to be so really intriguing time. I feel like just going to take all my cash out of the bank now. But I won't. I'll wait till the daytime. Oh no, they're hacking. I'll try again. I can't get on that platform. Let's see what false flag they're going to pull off soon. Oh, wow. That's entertaining. Salary, salary, the Lord Jesus Christ is here. me just. So it just began, the Antichrist is here. Right, Donald Marshall will educate oneself. And on that subject before I got had. So the Antichrist is clearly here. And I'm chilling out. Priesthood as you teach. It's a good day. Nowhere to hide in 2023. Plus, control the matrix is full swing. Oh, it's still happening. Right, signing out.